I don't know at what point in time I became a homebody, as they say, but I spent almost the entire day today outside of the house and I literally hated it. I don't know if it's because I get overwhelmed easily by like sensory things or noise or people or what it is, but honestly, the only good thing about being gone from your house all day long is coming home. Like, I love taking off my shoes, my bra, my jeans, like removing every ill-fitting and annoying piece of clothing from my body, putting on sweatpants, a sweatshirt, whatever, and playing chill music or no music at all because I'm definitely overwhelmed from like being in the world, and finally getting to do the stuff I wanted to do but couldn't do because I was out of the house. It's just a great feeling. And it's funny because my husband and I are literal opposites. Like, he hates being in the house. He gets depressed if he's in the house for too long, and he just wants to be gone 24/7. But I love to have my things. I love to have control over what's going on. I love to chill and not have too much noise going on. I like it to be a treat when I leave and I go somewhere. Today was just not that, but it's fine. There were a couple really good parts of the day today, and one of them was that we sold our car. It was kind of bittersweet, but Emmett and I bought a car that really wasn't smart to buy at this point in our lives, so we decided recently to sell it. We didn't want a car payment anymore. We didn't want that stress, and so we just needed to sell the car for enough for us to buy a much cheaper car with that money, and we did it. It was kind of crazy because we literally brought the car in and then the next day the car was gone. Like, just like that. We sold our car. No more Tesla for us, and now I am carless, which makes me kind of anxious because I really like to have a car. I don't like to have to use other people's stuff and rely on other people. I never thought I was a very independent person, but I actually think I really am. I do not like to rely on other people. I hate that because I hate messing up. Like, I can't handle letting people down and messing up. So having to use somebody else's car on the off chance that I'm gonna crash it or put too many miles on it or forget to put gas in or whatever, like, I just don't want to deal with that. But whatever, it's fine. I have no car. My car is sold. That's good news. It's weird. I wasn't really emotionally attached to my car like I probably would usually be, because I get that way about everything. Like, I love nostalgia and I love giving stuff emotional value when it has absolutely no emotional value. So you'd think that I'd be super sad to get rid of my car or whatever. But honestly, just knowing that I won't have a fat ass car payment every month is kind of overshadowing the sad-ish feelings that I have. I think we're gonna get a Nissan Rogue or something. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's kind of just a mom car. It's like a little SUV. It seats 5 to 7 people. It's a very affordable SUV and it gets pretty good gas mileage, which is what we're looking for. But honestly, we don't really care what we get. I'm not very picky with cars, and neither is Emin. The first car I ever drove was actually my dad's car. It was a 2006 Dodge Ram 1500, so it was a big old truck. It was pretty old and beat up by the time it got to me, but oh my God, I was obsessed with that car. I thought I was so cool driving around in a truck. It was super loud, like the engine, and it had this really intense stereo system, like 2 big ass subs in the back that I literally blew out because I turned the music up so loud. And it was the perfect car for me to have my teenage rebellion phase in. The only issue with it was that I was an absolutely terrible driver. Like, I was always texting and driving. I did not pay attention. I was so unsafe. I literally could have died multiple times in that car. And I did get in like 3 different accidents the first year that I drove. Like, within a month, I had already hit somebody in a parking garage. The third time I got in an accident, I was on the way to see Post Malone in concert in Nashville, and I accidentally hit this lady in the middle of a huge roundabout. It was extremely scary, super stressful. I got in huge trouble. I was told I had to buy my own car and I wasn't allowed to drive for like a month because like this was the 3rd accident I got in my dad's car. But I still got to see Post Malone, so it was kind of worth it. So the car that I bought after that was my favorite thing in the whole world, and honestly my most proud accomplishment in life. I bought a 2014 GMC Terrain. I'll put a picture of it right here. It was dark gray and it had awesome leather seats. It felt so cute and fancy. It was like perfect for the age that I was at. And I paid off the entire thing in about a year with my own money and nobody else's help. I took it on road trips literally all around the country. I moved out of my parents' house with that car. I left Cimarelli with that car. I got married with that car, and I literally cried when I sold it earlier this year because I was so emotionally attached to it. Honestly, I kind of wish I never sold it in the first place because it's been like 6 months since I sold it, and I'm kind of in the exact same place I was 6 months ago right after I sold it because I have no car. I have no Tesla, I have no Terrain, and I'm currently just trying to fix my money mistakes in life, and I really miss that car. Like, I wish I would have just kept it. I'm still emotionally attached to that car. Like, if the person who bought the car for me was like, hey, do you want it back? I would definitely take it back. I literally loved that car. Anyway, I was gone all day because we were selling the Tesla, but I also went to wrap Christmas gifts at the mall, which was so fun. So basically the church that Emin's family is a part of does this thing every year where they wrap Christmas gifts for free at the mall. So there's like this little wrapping station. They give you tons of wrapping paper, supplies, bows, all that stuff. You just volunteer for like a time slot. And then people at the mall who are buying their Christmas gifts will come up and have you wrap their gifts for free. A lot of these people are like, you know, families who are super busy or boyfriends who don't know how to wrap gifts, husbands, etc. And it's just like the best way to get festive and get in the mood. And it's become like a tradition for Emin's mom and me and some of the siblings because we've done it every year for like a few years now. This was like my third time doing it. But after I wrapped gifts, I sprinted over to Subway. I had lunch. It tasted terrible, but it's fine. I drove my ass over to the car dealership to sell the Tesla. Then we went directly to this parking lot to meet up with this guy to see his Nissan Rogue that he was selling. We ended up not wanting it, but we saw it anyway, so that was good. And then our dogs got out of the house. My dog and one of Emin's mom's dogs, they were running around the neighborhood, and Emin's dad and his sister had to go sprint around the neighborhood on foot looking for them because they didn't have any cars in the driveway. And literally, my dog was leading their dog out of their neighborhood onto the busy road, and they almost got hit by a car. It was actually really scary when I found out that they ran out because dogs get lost all the time and sometimes they don't come home. And honestly, like if my dog would have run out onto the main road, I don't know what would have happened to him. But luckily, Emin's dad caught him like just in time right before they got to the main road. Oh my God, it was so stressful. So we started driving home. They found the dogs. Then we went to go pick up Emin's little brother from school. And then we came back home and oh my God, it was just, that's why I don't like being out of the house. I hate not being able to just like chill. Like even sitting in the car for me takes out energy. I don't know if you guys relate to this, but just sitting and hearing the noise of the car and music playing and people talking, like it just really drains you. Like it drains me so much. I feel like I'm always so frantic all the time. And maybe that's why I like being home because it's like a moment of peace for me. But I could have no deadlines, no rush, no nothing, but everything always feels like the end of the world. Every day I have to set an alarm for 7 a.m. or else I won't be able to get enough stuff done and then I'll die. Or I can't be stuck in traffic because then I lose daylight sitting in my car and then I'm panicking. I'm constantly in a state of rush and panic for literally no reason. And I literally hate it. Like I just want to be calm. So you know what? I'm not setting an alarm tomorrow morning. I feel extremely tired because I keep setting alarms for earlier than I need to. So I'm not gonna set an alarm. I'm just gonna wake up when I wake up and that is gonna be it. And I'm gonna have a chill day tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Merry Christmas.